This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Oh yeah, whoops. Not ready. Not ready. Is that better? Hold on. What is happening? Oh my god. Look at my face. Y'all can see my face. Sort of shaved. Well, I trimmed it off. It's about the instant 5 o'clock shadow, but we are there. I've done it. I actually forgot to charge my razor, and so it died while I was trimming, right? And if you remember from last week, I haven't trimmed in like a month. My tooth issue kind of made me not want to push on the face. Wow, look at that jawline. Boom. And so it kind of started getting long and scruffy, and I hadn't charged my trimmer, and I went around and trimmed, and then it started going, ooh, and it died, and I had a big old patch right here that I hadn't finished, so I had to plug it in, take my shower, and then go back and quick, otherwise I would have had like just a beard. Not so much like here or here, but just right here. Would have been an interesting little beard. But I took that shower and then grabbed it. It charged enough that I was able to get a quick, and we're all set. We're all fine here. How are you? I was trying to have a little snack. I didn't eat much today. You want to see my snack? What do you guys think I'm snacking on? Hold on. Who can guess the snack of the day? Actually, I snack on them regularly because they're good. Excuse me. Little Bites. Today's live is not brought to you by Little Bites and Red Bull. It's the Breakfast of Champions. Breakfast of Champions. How is everyone doing tonight? What's up, Clint? Matt. How you doing, Matt? Yeah, Clint, Matt, Brian, Dixon, what's up? Wheezy. Wheezy's gonna be at Blade Show, Texas. We're hanging out. Go catch that beer. Anyone else want to join us? Make yourself clear. Stop. Matt made it. Good to see you, bud. Echo Albus, what's up, knife lovers? Full Throttle is here. Mick Ranger. Dan Stan. We got a nice little crowd. Rolf Robertson, what's up, Rolf? Who am I missing? Anybody? That might be just about everybody. Rolf Robertson, welcome to the gas station. You jumped on there before I started? Looks like. Welcome, Ralph, to the gas station. Weren't you already a member? Maybe it expired. All good. I appreciate you. What's up, El Navajaro? Kathleen Smith. Good old Kathleen's in the house. How is everyone today? I'm multitasking. Yeah, my video today. I didn't even post. I tried posting later in the day just for fun. you know, like if I post in the morning versus if I post in the afternoon, sometimes time of day. One time I posted one at 5 and it got more views between 5 and 6 o'clock than other videos that I posted at 9 in the morning, from 9 in the morning till 6 o'clock. But you know, that algorithm, that bloody algorithm, you have no idea how it's going to go, what it's going to react to. Stacy Bolstered Blades, what's going on, Stacy? And TKE right behind her there. TKE, can you please do a vertical sharpening in a little bit? What? Can I please do a vertical sharpening in a bit? Planned on doing it, forgot you were live tonight. That seems, you're torn. I'm going to do a vertical sharpening on Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Oh, wait, I forgot that you were live on Saturday at 10 a.m. I mean, you do you, bud. But I mean, forget that I'm live on Thursday night. I don't know. I mean, it's only been 9 months consistently, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I can't stop you. I'm gonna be here. I'll be here till 9. Won't be that crazy. It's pretty chill in here. My regular lives. Wow, KDK, just wow. What? You forgot that I'm, you know, oh, I was going to do a live, and then I remembered. I would never forget you. Never. Oh, we're having some fun. So, little story time. Full disclosure, my tooth. I have a mess of stuff to do, but I messed up the tooth on the side. It got infected. It was a pain in the butt. They want to ice fish in a tent. I know, TKE, I'm just a bad... Weekends, Saturdays when you're live, Sunday nights when MPG is live, I'd love to be there more, but just sometimes you have your things that you do normally. My nephew's got hockey or whatever it is. It's tough. Weekends get busy. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. You think I would forget? I don't know. Would I forget? I don't know. That's stupid. But yeah, so I couldn't chew on the side. And I was chewing in the front. And I cracked this tooth a long time ago, smacking it, and ended up getting a crown right in the front right there. And chewing on that made it loose, and then that crown came loose, so then I went in, and then now we took that crown off. I have a fake temporary crown on there, and they're fabricating a freshie for reinstallment pretty soon. You are a bad YouTube friend. Not like the worst, but fairly terrible. Wow. Wow. Just getting called out terrible here by TKE. I mean, if you had notifications turned on. Oh boy, I tell you what. It's been a struggle. I've been having a hard time just making videos to post. I'm behind. My video for today isn't even live yet. Oh my God, it isn't. How rough is that? I am just a mess. Stacy's sitting there tapping herself, going like this. Where in the hell is my knife? This jerk. Life gets crazy. I'm making strides. I'm putting in an effort to attempt to successfully exist. And we're doing it. That was an enjoyable, pleasant. It wasn't an outburst, TKE. That was more of just a little fun, little Are you going to go to Blade Show, Texas, or what? Because, you know, we need to meet up face to face, you know. I think you got a shorter drive to Texas than I do. So, yeah. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? Stacy over there. Laugh, cry, face palm, stress. Oh my God, you have no idea. Maybe you do, if you shave. For other people that don't shave your face, if you shave your legs or something, if you haven't shaved for a week, let yourself get all kind of gnarly and then shave, does it just instantly like, whoo, like you just feel, my face feels lighter. I feel like head's not all heavy, weighing down on me here. Oh my God. I'm never. So I guess we'll post my video for today after the live and see how that goes. Or I could post it now, but then anyone who would check out the channel would end up either watching the live or watching my video instead of my live. What's up, Homer? I'll wait, KDK, or just won't do it. Don't tell me how to have my outbursts. Oh, that's funny. I love that guy. He's a good guy. Good guy. Gets me right here. Gets me right here. KDK, what's your favorite knife at the moment? I feel like I've been terrible at keeping up with my videos. Work is my life recently. Bro, I don't even stress on that. I get it. I have a hard time figuring out. I got 20 things I want to do for the channel, and I struggle to be able to do them all. I do have a personal kind of what is my favorite right now, but I will grab a couple other things that I can talk about. What I have been saying though is pretty much my favorite is the White Mountain Knives exclusive Kaiser Mini Towser K. It's got Kaiser's awesome clutch lock, 154 cm on the blade, and then titanium frag on the handle. This has been, it just feels so good. I have 3, that's a lie, I have 4 Towser Ks right now, and they are awesome. Let's go to what? Why is this not, is my battery dead? Split. It is. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're gonna have to go back to the old, I have to push buttons. All right, yeah, see I got my other Towser K right here that I did in the shipwreck. So I'm loving the Towser K. It's definitely a top notch. I love the way the frag titanium feels on this one, and just that choke up spot, the extra jimps, the solid feel in my hand. Towser K is my current winner, but right behind it, the recent release from Kaiser is the Hawk. Whoops. Oh, see now she works. What? Okay. This is definitely fast moving up and has a very similar feel, but it does drop shut just like crazy. Look at that. Boom. Flip around, just whap. Flicks out really nice. This is the M390 DLC coated with the titanium. It's got that micro milling texture on there. The kind of frag gradient on this side. Definitely loving this thing. It is great. The Kaiser Hawk, another one that's fast jumping up. And one of my favorites acquisitions from last year is the Microjet, the Tempest Knives Microjet titanium on everything, all the hardware and stuff anodized by me. I did little two-tone. We got the bronze and the light blue. And then 154 cm on that blade. Drops shut nice. Flicks out really good. This is a user. Towsers are sick. I will probably do the same, Matt, so I can have a light user and a heavy user. Which one, Sterling, is the best looking Towser they make? This one, I'm assuming. Set that right there for now. Macaroni in a pot. That sounds delicious. That's why I have 3 art form theories. Yeah? One to beat on, one to love, and one to pick your teeth with? I don't know. What's up, Dan Stan? Titanium and micarta are definitely my favorite handle materials. I agree with that completely. The microburst is awesome, Matt. This knife, I just love it. It feels so good in the hand. He put that nice stack of jimps on there. Great, excellent feel. Just closes nice. Flipper tab works good. The flick out action is nice. It feels like one of those knives you pick up, you just want to cut stuff with it. It just makes you want to cut things with it. So I've been happy. Those have been my 3 kind of top dogs of the line for now. I mean, I could say it was this, but it would be a lie. It would be a lie. But I mean, look, it's bigger than my face. Look at that. Completely hidden. This is a knockoff, actually. I can't remember what it was knocked off of. We looked it up last week. But the actual version of this that you can buy that isn't the knockoff isn't available. He only makes so many of them. And they were like $2,000 or like well over $1,000. So this little $25, $30 version on the Amazon is not really, I'm not big on when they do a full knockoff clone, but if it's of something that you can't buy or is completely out of the ballpark of the thing that you actually can buy, it doesn't really bother me as much, but it's ridiculous. Red micarta is my favorite Towser K. Have yet to get one. There she is. The red micarta with the swap on the liners for the black liners. Ugh. This is probably my, oh Jesus, probably my favorite one. Dropping right into my cases. Just for the contouring on the handle, the micarta feels really nice. It's just a winner. It's a user. Boom. Towser K. Ugh. And then I have the Rich Light one. I should probably do something with the Rich Light one or give it away or sell it or something, because if I'm going to pick one up, it's going to be one of these 3, no doubt. I love them. The Rich Light is fine, but that's all it is. It's fine. You know, I mean, it's fine. Fine, you know. Versus this is awesome. This is choice. And this is rad beyond belief. That's my story. I'm sticking to my story. Sticking to my story. Dan Stan's digging the blade shape on the Kaiser Hawk. Yeah, I love it. It feels great. Some people don't like the shape or like the hole. It's got a shape of a wing. I don't mind it at all. TKE, these inside jokes are for you, bud. They're specifically for you. Any inside joke that you catch and get was meant for you. Why would you not? KDK is obviously not a Megan 3 Stallion fan. Megan 3 Stallion? Why don't I get that? Because I'm an idiot? Let's clean it up, TKE. Grab a bucket. Fenrir is the best knife on the table? You think so, do you? The lefty Fenrir. CPM 20 CV. Shredded carbon fiber and titanium. And a lefty. Would that just be a liner lock, I guess? You would call that a liner lock, yeah. The Fenrir is pretty awesome. I put it up here with these other ones. If you recognize the other ones, they're all my Blade Show Texas acquisition knives from last year. Why is that one in there? Because these are the 5 that I got at Blade Show. Why did I put that one up there with that? Show that Pelican. Pelican? Is this the... what? What one's the Pelican? This ain't a Pelican. El Navajo, what? Pelican? Pelican. Huh? Oh! No? Wait. No, this is the... what do they call this thing? The Valhalla? Matt's got to go finish some work, schoolwork. See ya. Thanks for swinging by, Matt. Always good to see ya. El Navajo. Pelican? The micarta one next to the Fenrir. This is the QSP Swordfish. QSP Swordfish. The other one's a Concept Shikari. So were you talking the Swordfish or the Shikari? Yeah, it is called the Swordfish. This was, I got this at Blade Show Texas last year at the QSP booth, obviously, QSP. It is called the Swordfish, very similar to the Swordfish. Ramet has a Swordfish where it like opens up and then the blade comes out the end. This is not that, obviously. As you can see, that's what I did when I picked it up off the table at the show. I sat there and opened it over and over and was just like, yeah, that's a win. Big handle. It's got that rough cut micarta couch kind of feel. Nice and beefy, straight edge, big point. It was a sell. I like button locks. It's got some good action, feels really solid. Does the job. But yeah, El Navajo, that is a nice one. QSP Swordfish right there. And on the other side of the Fenrir, this is the Shikari. Nice flipper tab only. This is, I don't know what they call it. Like it's like a pre-production or like semi-prototype or whatever. It didn't have all the information on the blade. Like it says Shikari and then the maker name on there, but it doesn't have like, it should say 154 cm titanium, or, you know, it doesn't say that, but, or, you know, this one was one of the pre-production ones. It's not quite the same as some of the others that you can get. But this Shikari was their only one like this on the table. It's a 154 cm blade with a titanium bolster and micarta handle. Definitely really like it. Just a good solid flipper tab. Whoa. That was the weirdest almost drop. I like the ramp, the harpoon right there. What's up, Tom? I am doing well. Doing well. What are you up to tonight? This was the first of 5 that I picked up at Blade Show Texas last year, the Shikari. It was kind of one of those ones where the price was right. I think it was all of 60 or 70 or 80 bucks, something like that. And it just felt good in my hand. It was like, some of them I was kind of debating and looked at them for a while before I decided to pull the trigger. Talked to Russell about that one for a bit before I grabbed it. But like this one, I picked it up, I looked at it, I asked them how much it was, and they said it was the only one, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, yep, sold, bought it. Good to go. Versus the Tuckamore, it was a little bit more expensive. This one retails for like $180. But the Blade Show, when you go to Blade Show, stuff is on sale. You can get it cheaper. So this was actually, I think 120 or 130. So a good, wow, I'm all over the place. Good $50 off the retail price. Like I said, this is also CPM 20 CV titanium and micarta. Just a great knife, but I picked it up. I wasn't sure if I loved it or not, so I asked them. They said this was the only one they had. I opened it a couple more times, and then I set it on the table, walked away. Came back a few hours later, it was still there. I picked it up. I said, yeah, that feels nice. Set it back on the table, played the gambling game. When I came back that last time, though, and it was still there, I said, yep, it's there. I'll take it. Bought it. Done. Very happy with it, though. It's definitely one of my favorite knives. Echo's got the same Shikari. Shikari's great, bro. I dig it. Good to see you, Echo. What's up, Paul Might? Paul Might's calling me out. I am the penman. The one and only penman. Dan Penman. Oh, why am I getting that over there? That is a strange. I'm getting weird. See, and why does it do that? And then it puts me over there. Oh my God. We got to have weird flaws, I guess, every live. There it is. See, that's what it should be doing. Olé. I'm not sure. Detent is a little light on yours. Mine's pretty good. That kind of takes a little bit to pull out of there. And then the flipper tab, I'll try to push button fail it. It still goes all the way out. I guess I got lucky. Mine is a good one. Although I've noticed that, like when you're at the show, you pick up a knife. Sometimes you pick one up, you hold it, you open it, it feels kind of stiff. You pick up another one's the exact same knife, and then that one feels better. So that's another thing about at the show is if they have multiples, you can handle a few of them and then maybe find one that feels like it's a little more dialed in. Or sometimes if they've got like wood on it, this one there was like 3 or 4 of them. This is something I'd never heard of or seen, and I finished interviewing Russell at the CJRB Artisan Cutlery booth, and I'm like, Russell, what is that artisan cutlery right there? And he's like, oh, that's the Ahab. That one didn't do as well, but it's a cool knife. And I talked to him about it a few minutes, but they had 3 or 4 of them. So you're able to kind of look and be like, ooh, I like the chunk of wood on that one. This is a fun knife. The pivot is hidden behind the scales. So you actually have to take the scales off if you want to adjust the pivot, which is kind of not great. But I mean, if it's dialed in, which it is, I've used this quite a bit, and it just feels nice. The blade is solid, locks up good. But it's cool that there's no pivot there. It gives it a nice clean design. Someone else was talking about the thumb studs they flare out at the end, they catch a little bit more, but I've not had any issues with that. I didn't change them. They seem to be just fine, so I just kind of left it as is. But that Ahab is another cool one from Texas. I like it. Definitely would carry this one more. This is actually a really nice knife, and it gets a little neglected in my collection. It doesn't get the love that it could get. Oh, you know what? It's a new month, and with a new month, oh wow, with the new month I get some memberships to give away, and I am going to do that right now. Boom. I get 10 memberships to give away every month, so we'll do 5 of them right now. Who got it? D Metal, Renee Ramon, Henry G, Mad Yako, and Caleb 1776. I know Renee has won one or had one before. I believe Henry has as well. I believe D Metal has won one before also. So yeah, if you are a member, I do have some emojis. I'll go ahead and blast them out here. If you are a member, want to spam a few emojis in there whenever you so desire, it is accepted. What's up, Thomas McD? Tommy McD! What are you up to tonight? Kevin Smith and Knives. It is going. Oh, yes, Dwayne Letterman is in the building. What's up, Dwayne? How are you today? Is what free? Are they free? What do you mean, Tom? You're talking about those memberships? The memberships, I have different, you can choose if you want to become a member. There are different stages. You can be a $2 member, a $5 member, a $10 member. And then you sign up and it just automatically charges your card or whatever, like once a month. It's a monthly membership. I usually, I get a few free ones to give away every month. So I just gave away 5. It was free for me. It's free for the person who won it. And then they get it for a month. And then if they want to keep the membership after a month, then they can renew it. But the ones that just went out to those 5 were all free for them. And now they get to enjoy a $5 membership for 1 month. And like I said, they can then continue on. Basically, if you get a membership, like if you were to get a $2 membership, I basically get like at least $1 of that goes to me at the end of the month. They pay out monthly. So with my ad revenue and memberships, basically that I get about half of the payment. So if you were to $5 and I get like $2.50 or $3 or something like that out of it. I actually don't make very much on the channel. I don't do the channel to make money. It's just for fun. I have a full-time job that I love, that I enjoy. This is just a side hobby, and then I use all that extra money to buy more knives and do more stuff for the channel. Like go to Blade Show Texas, which I am going to be doing on March in 1 month. I'm heading up on the 6th, and the show is on the 7th and 8th, which is Friday and Saturday, and then I'll be driving home on Sunday. So I got my hotel, I got my tickets, I've talked to a few people. Wheezy's going to be there, going to meet up with him. Looks like Lanyard Man is going to meet up with me on the first day at least, or at least it sounded like he was. I know there's a couple others. Anyone who is, let me know, and I'll be glad to meet up with you. You want to run around, you want to help make some videos, you want to be in a video, all the fun things. My man Fook Doozle is in the building. What is up, Fook? Rick's Knives is here also. How are you two tonight? What's the good word on the street? Have you watched my video from today? Of course you haven't, because it's not uploaded yet. Cheers, Kenman. I'm in a little bit of a rut. As you know, I do get some companies do send me a few knives here and there. Kaiser being one of the top dogs. I've gotten a couple knives from like CJRB and Civivi, but you know, basically 1 or 2. What was the other one? Tenable. Concept gave me a kind of a discount to buy a few things. But honestly, when I do unboxings and stuff, most of the time I'm purchasing it myself. So it in order to make content, it just takes a little bit as far as you know, it takes money. And it's like, oh, I didn't order anything the last couple weeks. It's like, well, what am I going to make videos about? I do custom jobs, you know, but then I feel like I don't want to be stale, you know, like, okay, I'm going to do another dye project, another shipwreck. It's like, but I've already done that. So is it going to be the same content just with a new knife? Is that what people want to see? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I know that you can do the same kind of content because some people aren't going to go back and watch old ones, but they'll watch the freshest one that came out and then be like, oh, you ever laser mark or whatever? And it's like, oh, well, if you'd look back, you'd see I've got dozens of videos already, but they're living in the now and only really seeing the newest videos, so I can kind of repeat some of it. But I almost feel like I want to order some more knives. It'd be nice, like Lanyard Man send me some knives to look at. A few other people have done the same. If anyone's interested in kind of getting on that kind of a gig, that helps out too, just to help create some more content. My video also talks about, I'm fishing for ideas. If anyone has any good thoughts on some ideas to keep the channel fresh, cool concepts for some videos to make, or projects to do, customizations to work on, get the CNC up and running. No kidding, Wheezy. No kidding. It's just, I literally have a list of like 20 projects I want to do, and I can only do so many of them at a time. Mick, no, I just changed my name. Dan Stan, what was it before? Wasn't it still Dan Stan? Or no EDC? I don't remember. What's going on, Steve K? All good here. Trying to keep people out of the streets. Keep the streets clean, y'all. Jeff Hamilton, what's up? Chemical Cocktail is hitting early. Gotta run. Night all. For sure. Have a good evening. Do the videos that move me and have real interest in. I like that. I like that. Tom is looking for an OTF double action blade. Anyone, what do you guys have for recommendations? That Kershaw, the new Kershaw live wire. I'm not a big OTF guy. I honestly, how many OTFs do I even have? One? I think I only have one. I have a couple out the sides, but the OTFs, this is pretty much one of the only ones I have. This is the Boker USB, because it looks like a USB stick. Look at that size. Look at that. Just get in there and just grab it like that. Ta-da! But this is a fun one. These are inexpensive. This is like 40, 50 bucks. Nice little fun little desktop OTF. I would probably recommend though a larger one, that Kershaw. Get yourself a Microtech or something like that if you're looking to spend. You want to get something that's quality. You're gonna spend several $100s on it, which could be fine. Which could be cool, especially if you're in the market for it. The new red and gold live wire at SMKW, says Thomas McDonald. The axial shift is a sweet looking made in the USA OFF. That does say OFF, doesn't it? Or am I blind? Let's see how my computer can handle it. What was it called? Kershaw Livewire OTF automatic. That one's black, 228. That wasn't the one. SMKW. Here is a lime wire. The lime wire for $249. Anybody have one of these? I've heard good things. Are we not gonna? Why won't that search? That was weird. Didn't like me. Looks like they're all around that 220 to 250. Ooh, here's the red, aluminum, and gold one. Woo. That looks pretty sweet. I like the handle shape on that thing too. Tom, KDK is the only person I've met in person. We all form semi-relations in the lives. Yeah, we did hang out for a little bit. We're going to hang out again at Texas this year. And I missed Renee last year. I didn't know Renee as well. Wasn't on the lives as much. Didn't see him at Texas last year. But Renee, you're going to be there this year again, right? I'm pretty sure you said that. Okay, so Steve says he has the live wire. Ever shop Chicago Blade Works? I have been on Chicago Blade Works. I haven't in a while. We should check that out. What was the other one that was posted? Let me... I always like watching comparison videos with premium and budget alternative. That's a good idea for some content. EMPC, EDC Pulse. Why am I not finding that? Oh, the axial shift. That's the other one I was going to look at. Axial knives. Oh, these are coming soon. Ooh, look at that Warncliffe. Sick. That looks... Oh, that blade is gnar. I like it. They've got some at Blade HQ. $239. Pick your blade shape. MagnaCut, Warncliffe, aluminum, black. $220. What do you think about that, Tom? Oh, it looks fun. Renee, I'll be there again. Sweet. Yeah, I didn't get early bird tickets either. I don't know. There wasn't anything specific. Like if there was some $300 release that was coming out that was just dropping, that was there, that I would try to maybe pick up them early bird tickets, but not a big deal. Flightanium just dropped more beefs. What's up, Justin? Tight Flightanium beef? All right. Why is this not... The beef? I guess I haven't heard of this. Introducing the beef. A quarter pound of solid knife. Dependable, like your local dive bar backyard burger. It might not be anything fancy, but it gets the job done. The beef is comfortable in your hand. I don't know why I'm starting to get all kind of nasally. And ready for anything you throw at it. It's backed up by the new BITS warranty. Replacement parts at cost. You can use your knife worry-free. I don't know. The description went off the rails there a little bit. Want to upgrade your blade steel or G10 handles? Aftermarket parts to make the beef yours are coming soon. Blade steel upgrade doesn't seem like, why don't you just buy, like, oh, I'll buy the base model and then I'm going to buy a whole new blade for it to upgrade the blade steel? Wow. Crossbar lock. Decent enough design. Doesn't look like anything too crazy. What's this photo? Oh, I just got it laying on my shoes. I've got all my shoes and all of my glasses. So I have them. The tip is kind of a nice design. It's got the little harpoon little section right there, a little ramped up. Did anyone get the beef from the first drop? What is the blade steel? D2. 4.6 on the handle, 3.5 on the blade. Pretty much a nice solid full sizer. Look at his thumb sitting in that ramp. Meet your new everyday workhorse, the beef. Where's the beef? Yeah, I'm surprised I just didn't, I haven't seen this. Rick says no thank you. Yeah, you buy the $60 D2 and then they're like, oh, now we have an upgrade on the blade steel. But you can't buy it with the upgraded blade steel. You only can buy the new blade. Get yourself a dinner mug, the beef. I mean, they've already got dinner mugs. What's a dinner mug? Nothing is better than burnt coffee in a dinner mug. Or is that a diner mug? It's a diner mug. It's pretty pedestrian. It's like it's a beater. It's a $60 beater. But if they're going to end up getting upgrades, then maybe they'll make one that's got frag titanium and S90V or something. The stone wash looks nice on there too, though. I like me a good stone wash. Good old stone wash. Plenty of other great knives for $60. Yeah. I'm kind of falling out of the crossbar locks a little bit. I feel like I got several of them and I'm not as... I don't know. I like them. Aries is lurking. Shh, if you're real quiet, you might see an Aries. D2 is legit enough. I'm just not a crossbar lock kind of dude. Yeah, I like having a few crossbar locks, but but it's funny. Then you're like, well, Dan, you said, why is this? I don't know why my buttons aren't working today. They keep doing not the thing that the button's supposed to do. And then, of course, what did I say my favorite knife is? It's this one here with a what? Kaiser's clutch lock, which is the best crossbar lock. Although the action on the Towser with the liner lock, I love it because the liner lock, you can drop it to as a lefty, I drop it, it catches my thumb, and then you just swing it down. And so that action I enjoy more. But the frag titanium on this handle just feels so nice with the jimps and the size and the things. It fits in my hand so well. That's no Ozark Grail. I got that. Oof, shit. The old Ozark Grail. I've been meaning to do some custom stuff to this too, but it's on the list. It's on the list behind 20 or 30 more. You are looking for new knives? Here's a budget option. Yes, I'm definitely looking. I'm accepting applications, inquiries, resumes. Oh. and a solid bounce back. Did it say who is making the beef? Like who the OEM is? Country of origin, China. I don't see it anywhere specifically. Ship ready for left-hand carry. Wow, they'll even swap. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. My bad. Right here, you can flip it for ship ready for left-handed carry. So they swap the clip for you before you even order it. I don't feel like changing the clip myself. I need a tenable fender to go with the Primo one. They're all button locks, aren't they, too, correct? The tenable fenders, I believe, are all button locks, and none of them have the front flipper. Why? None of them have this front flipper on there either. So it's very similar to this, which is a great knife. This choke up spot on both the front and the back is really cool. But they don't have that front flipper. I mean, look at that front flipper right there. It's a nice addition, but it is a button lock, so it's something different. I should pick one of those up. I should definitely pick one of those up. Check out the Geo knife, ethereal cutter knife, M390 and Ultim for $69. What? Geo? All right, there it is. The Geo Ethereal Cutter Axis Lock Folding Knife Ultim Handle Stonewashed M390. You know what that looks like? That's damn near. It does look nice. I don't know, the rounded bottom. You know what that looks like, though? You know what that looks like? Kubi is the OEM for the Geo. Want to know what that looks like? Oh, this way. Huh? Don't say it. Ha! What'd you think? I ain't gonna say that. I'll never say that. Never. That's a lie. That is a lie. Okay. Why is my... I don't understand why my buttons are just wackadoodle today. See, like, okay, come on. So this is the Kaiser Assassin with Ultim and crossbar lock. Kind of has more of a drop to the point versus the clip. A little bit different on the back, but it has the crossbar and the little finger spot and the Ultim. See what I'm getting at here? One of these days I'll share my Kaiser story. They're different, but there are some similarities. You can kind of see it's, you know, I mean, how many knives all have, you know, oh, I got a handle, I got a blade. It's got a crossbar lock and Ultim, so it must look the same. It does have this little finger groove here, which is very similar. It has a kind of a similar blade shape style. The butt end is a little different, but I can see the familiarities contained within. Although we got an M390 blade on there, that's kind of fun. And I like the milled. Yeah, I see that line, that micro milling. Is that the word? Both are Ultim, not much else. You don't see the similarities. They're like similar shape, other than the butt. Assassin is way better looking than that thing. What's up, Eric? Eric's patiently waiting for one of these back. Soon, Eric. Very, 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 very soon. This weekend. I am doing a bunch of acid etching and some projects. Trying to get ahead. Just get the titanium one for 110. First Sencut, and the quality is the same as Civivi. Sencut's nice. I have several Sencuts. I haven't picked up any Sencuts in a while, but I actually just ordered one. It is in the shipping stage, so I should get that in the next few days, probably. Nothing special. 9CRF, 18 MOV, blade steel, standard, inexpensive Sencut. They're fun. It'll be a project knife. We'll do some laser marks or dye, or probably an acid etch too. All drop point crossbars look alike, says El Navajaro. I'm on board. I'm on board with that. Okay, titanium Geo. Yes. That's what's up. Ooh. Look at that gnarly clip. Slicer. That's what's up. Paul Mills. I don't know if I like that pattern on the... It's kind of a frag titanium, but it's also M3. What's the difference between those two? Stonewash. Oh, this is a dark wash. They all have the same type of titanium with that hex pattern. It's cool. If I was going to spend $125 though, I'd probably looking at an Asher. I've been wanting an Asher for a while. If they were all in stock, I probably already would have ordered one, but you know how that goes. Rick's going to dye the scales? Of course. Of course. Me too. Wish I could remember the name of the Sencut that I just ordered. There are a couple new ones though. What was it? The new Sencut Regnator? That one looked cool. Let's take a quick peek. There it is. The Sencut Regnator. Notify me. These are not available yet. I'll probably see it at Blade Show. 9CR18. White and black G10 combo. And look at that hollow grind on there. Woof. That hollow grind looks fantastic. What's the difference between a dark wash and a black wash besides one's darker? That's probably all there is to it. I don't know for sure. Kubi Silo. Why don't I remember that right now? I know we've talked about that one before. Oh, yeah. That's why I haven't picked one up yet, because it's a little bit more expensive. None of them are available right now. That frag does look nice though. Well, wasn't there another Kubi? I feel like there's another Kubi that I'm really interested in. Concept's got some really cool stuff that I want too. Concept. The Leviathan. Boosh. Yep. That thing is a beast. I want one. Expensive though, over 200. When you're getting into that price, it takes a little bit more for me to pick one up. If they had a lefty version, it would probably be easier, but they don't. Here's another one I'm interested in, the Cybin. Look at this thing. If they've got one of these at Blade or in Blade Show, I'll probably pick it up. Although I don't know if I like that. Maybe this one. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? I don't know if I like the clip, but I like the shape. I like the weird looking blade. Rick just got an exciting package. Got to go make a video. Geo knife. The Geo knife? How did that happen? So the first time I go to Geo knife and then Geo knife shows up in the chat. What's going on, Geo knife? We're checking out some stuff on your page here. I really liked some of these. I do wish this wasn't a crossbar. I just feel like I'm not jumping on crossbar locks right now. But these are cool. I dig this one a lot. Right here. This ethereal, that is pretty rad. But yeah, welcome Geo Knife. Nice to see you in the chat. Hope everything's going well. Are you going to be at Blade Show Texas? Because if you are, I'll be there too. I'll come to the booth and say hi. Oh, El Navarro says he's got some beef to settle with you. So yeah, back to the Concept Cybin. Man, that thing looks rad. I do want one. What was the other concept? The Thoth, right? Isn't that one that's pretty cool? It's fairly new. Yeah. Another spendy one. I think they'll probably do, they got to do a lefty version of some of these. That's the nice thing about Concept is they do some lefty stuff. And I pick them up. The Thoth is kind of a cool looker. No doubt about it. Anyone planning on going to Atlanta? I would like to, Steve. It's the cost, and I'm in Minnesota. By the time you pay for tickets or gas and hotel and all that stuff, you spend quite a bit of money, and you haven't even bought any knives yet. Ultimately, my goal is to go. I went to Texas last year. I wanted to go to some of the others, but I didn't have the spending cash to do it, to justify it anyway. But I am going to be in Texas. If it goes, I mean, if I can swing it, I'll love to get to Atlanta. I'd love to get to Utah. I'd love to go to all of them. It's just not as easy to do being in Minnesota and the cost to do so. If there was one in Minneapolis, I'd be there 100%. And then instead of the $1,000 you spend on gas and hotel and stuff, you can spend all that on a knife. So it would be great. I am gonna get out to Texas for sure. I have my tickets. I have my hotel booked. The other ones are still on the fence. But I would love to go to Atlanta. Very much so. Oh, I got Rosecraft is starting a pass around kind of group with some of their knives. They're going to be sending them out for some people to review. And they got back to me. And I am now part of the Rosecraft list. There's a couple other you guys titaniums on it as well. And a few others that I know. But they're going to start passing some stuff around. I've been enjoying some Rosecraft all the way from the weirdo Rosecraft chunk that I picked up. That's kind of a fun little one. Let's start our own Minnesota Blade Show. I'm in, Rick. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's probably because he's a bigger channel. But yeah, who knows? I don't know. Some people kind of got on me. They're like, oh, Kaiser doesn't send me anything, but they send you stuff. And I'm, I don't know. I didn't ask, and they got a hold of me. They saw that I'd spent about 30 some knives from them already. And they were like, yeah, this guy is serious or whatever. So they sent me a few, but I haven't heard from them in a while. I have purchased a Momo, a mini Momo, and my buddy bought me another Momo. That's 3 Momos paid for. And Kaiser hasn't talked to me about their new stuff. They just released the Coffin and a few other blades. I'm not down talking Kaiser at all. I know they just had the Chinese New Year. They've been busy. But I haven't heard anything from them. They aren't currently sending me anything. I don't have anything currently coming from anyone other than I'm on that Rosecraft pass around, so that should be starting pretty soon. Not sure exactly, but it sounds like they've kind of got it organized where they're going to start sending out some knives pretty soon. Stacy just got a first Rosecraft, the first run black Zambezi. I love my Zambezi, but it scares me. There it is. The Zambezi is gorgeous. Look at this thing. But it is the stiffest pull on the planet. It is just a scary pull. I'm going to cut myself on it. But check that thing out. I love the Zambezi. This thing is super cool. Feels great in the hand for a user. That'd be an awesome size for a fixed blade as well. It's shaped exactly like that. But this pull is just like, oh, it's a tank. It's an absolute tank crusher. Here's another Rosecraft. This is the Sinking Creek Sow Belly D2, and the Stag actually won this from Casey, Knives Fast channel giveaway he does on Mondays. Really happy with this one. This just feels great. This is just straight up old school look, old school feel, and it's got a strong pull. I love a half stop, but see, this one just is more manageable. Once you get it to that to here, I can do a pinch open for the rest of it, and I prefer that over that super stiff Zambezi. Zambezi's gorgeous. I think it's just my favorite looking Rosecraft, but it's scary. It's a little scary, which is fine. We survive it. We survive it. All right. Squirrel. So yeah, Rick, Kate, let's start our own Minnesota Blade Show. Whenever there's any shows that are going to be around here, let's go. Rick, were you on when we were talking about, let me find it. Here it is. We're going to this. The 2025 Badger Knife Club Knife Show. Holiday Inn Express, Janesville Conference Center, March 28th to the 30th. Elm Grove, Wisconsin. This is about a 4-hour drive for me. I can't remember who else said that they were in, but I think Iowa and Justin and a couple other people they're meeting. Who are you guys meeting there? I can't remember now. For someone who doesn't collect slip joints, I seem to be accumulating quite a few. Dude, tell me about it. Like, slip joints, next thing you know, I keep getting these case knives. Here's the case medium Stockman. Nice fun one. I like the little small sheep's foot on there. But my case collection is growing. Here's the small Stockman. So I got a small Stockman and a medium Stockman. I'm going to need to get a bigger one. And then here's the Peanut. I really like the Peanut. It has a half stop. Boom. What modern slip joint can you recommend, Fookdoozle? What is the minimum amount of knives that you recommend somebody has? What's up? PK! KPLeagues.com. That's right, KPLeagues.com. Minimum amount of knives, I would say 20. Should be over 200 at least. I mean, I'm pushing 300. Stacy says minimum 3. You gotta have one crazy cool knife you don't use for anything, like just a huge Rambo knife that sits there and just looks cool. You need to have one that's like a daily carry. You know, you're one that you just always grab, you always have in your pocket, you always use. Then you can have one that goes with it, like another little slip joint, a little smaller one, little fifth pocket secondary knife. So that'd be number 3. Then you might want one that's like a cool collector, shiny, fancy knife, something that you're going to wear or use when you go out and you want to have something that looks really cool. Maybe you need a dress knife. You're going to be going to a show. You need some nice dress pants with a thin, slim, low-profile blade that just sits in your pocket really good. You just drop it in your pocket like that and send it. Ohio Jack is very nice. As far as modern though, the ones that I've seen have definitely been like the Rosecrafts El Navajo. I mean, this is a Rosecraft Stinking Creek sow belly. This is around 50, 60 bucks. Definitely kind of a modernized look. Where is my... There it is. Then we've got this. In the case. This is the Clinch River Swayback. Nice half stop on it as well. Rosecraft makes some cool stuff. This one I can pinch open. And it has that interesting, cool finger choil spot that not most slip joints don't have. So Rosecraft would be one that's more on the budget side to look at. I'm actually really happy with these Aptas. This is a Rough Rider Apta slip joint. Micarta VG10 on the blade. It's got a nice click to it. Right? And then you get the ultra clicky one. Where is it? I gotta keep standing up. I got things everywhere. The same Apta, but this is with copper. Fun stuff. Absolutely a blast. I did go to American Edge's Minnesota Knife Enthusiasts in Rice. There were a few big vendors. I wanted to get to that, but I wasn't able to. And then American Edge is in St. Cloud, basically, or is he's right by, that's Rice. It's close by. I've been wanting to go up to his shop for a while. I've met him a couple times. Head itches. My skin's a little dry. It's the winter. Getting dry scalp and dry fingers. But yeah, American Edge is not that far away from me. I've been meaning to go up there. My parents live in St. Cloud. It's easy enough. I go up there and hang out and go check out the shop. Just haven't been able to get up there lately. I have a bunch of military buddies that live around Milwaukee. It's pronounced Milwaukee. It's Algonquin for the motherland. Oh, Alice Cooper. For the price and quality, you can't go wrong with Rosecraft, right? I mean, they're more on the budget end for sure. I mean, not as far on the budget end as like a Rough Rider. You get an Apta for like 20 bucks. But I'm actually really happy with this one. It feels great. This is an excellent fifth pocket secondary. Very slicey for an inexpensive knife. First couple knives with VG10 though, I haven't really messed around with that too much. Yeah, exactly. The Rough Riders are great because if you lose it or break it, you can throw it away. Fine. It'll be fine. That exact Apta is the one I want to get from SMKW on sale for 19 bucks. I got 3, bro. I bought this one and I was like, I love it. So I bought that one and then I bought that one. And now, I mean, I instantly got 3 Aptas. They actually come with a case, like a hard, like actual solid case. So for Rough Rider to come with a nice little case, it's like they went out a little bit more. And this one's got that Wharncliffe blade and the micarta. It just feels so good. I really dig it. What's up, Dylan? Dylan Mallory in the house. Hoping to see him at Texas. Think he's going to be there. I'm going to keep pushing it. I'll get him there. Dylan's great. He's got some really cool designs. Artisan cutlery. But yeah, these Aptas are fun. I mean, look at that click. Rick's got to run. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, Rick. Stacy says Dylan's her favorite designer. Yeah, Thomas. Who else? Someone else was telling me you can swap the blades on the Apta. I thought about doing it. I am going to be... the reason I got both of these, well, because they're cool. But I got the copper and the brass one. So I'm going to do a shipwreck. Since shipwrecking tends to give different results on copper versus brass. Right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a larger container for my shipwreck. Take these apart, get them ready, and then use a similar technique as far as chemicals, how I put them on, etc. with both of these in the same container and then let them rip. And then what we'll be able to do is a compare and contrast. With similar environments, what differences do we get between copper and brass? We're going to get more yellows, more greens, more of a blues, copper, or what shades and tones are going to stick out. So it'll be a good little experiment to kind of do both of them at the same time, kind of see what happens. I love doing shipwrecks. I mean, this last one that I did, tell me that didn't turn. Actually, this is not the last one I did. This is just my favorite one. Although I keep having favorites. This one was my favorite after I did it. Still happy with the way this looks. Looks actually kind of dull in this lighting. It's a little bit brighter, and the smoky kind of yellow that goes through the background turned out really good. But then when I made that one, I'm like, yeah, that is my new favorite. This is the other one that I did most recently. This little shikari carving knife. Just a fun little user. But it turned out pretty good. I dig it. Your namesake, Mallory D, the tiny kitty, is still almost sweet. That's fun. Kershaw makes some nice slip joints at some good prices, says Stephen K. Check those out. Thomas McDonald loves that shipwreck look. It's fun. Yeah, El Navajero, I'm excited to do that one. That'll probably be my next shipwreck project. I have a few other things I want to shipwreck, but that'll probably be the next one I get to. I'm interested to take those apart because they are slip joints. So they do have hardware for taking them apart, but you still also have that slip joint kind of spring for putting it back together. So I'm going to be interested to see how that goes. No one said anything about the Valhalla. Valhalla! Yeah, Henry, I'll see what this finish does over time with no clear coat on there. You can see the blue doesn't pop quite as much. It kind of has a little more chalky white rather than the clear coat always makes that blue pop out a little bit more. But we're going to kind of let that one just be raw, and I'll pick it up every once in a while and kind of hold it, check it out, and we'll see if we notice any change. These gas station knives, though, they're just so dumb. This one does feel really nice, though. It's just silly. I will keep buying these because I can. Because I can. Oh, I tell you. But who is in the Midwest and wants to meet up at this show? Because we're going to go. It looks like we're going to be getting a group together and heading down there for a day or overnight maybe and come back the next day or whatever it is. But at the end of March in Wisconsin, if you are in the area and are interested, the Badger Knife Club Knife Show. There will be a few of us there. Meet up. It should be fun. I'm hoping it'll be fun. You never know. But knives, people getting together, looking at knives. These are the things. These are the places I want to be. All right. What is next? What are we doing? What is going on? Same thing as far as Texas. We got that's 2 things in March. So that's the end of March. And then Blade Show Texas will be at the beginning of March. Kevin Smith and Nye says Janesville's 40 minutes from him. So you could even meet up. You come meet up with us, hang out, even not go to the show. I mean, but why wouldn't you? Oh, you're going to be in Florida at the time. Fair enough. What sends you down to Florida? What are you going to be doing down there? Visiting family or just going on a little vacation, a little spring break? March, Fort Lauderdale, Florida spring break. Is MTV going to be there?
Wow.
We are live at Spring Break, MTV, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My name is Kennedy. Ricky Rackman. Why am I trying to think of MTV hosts? I haven't harassed you in a while. Chipmunk? No shit, bro. The Chipmunk. The only knife older than the Chipmunk is Die Project number 15. Limbo. Remember how earlier I was talking about the 20 or so projects that I've got that are things that I can do at home. I'm not saying projects like, I know I have some projects like Stacy's and Renee's and stuff where I actually have to use machines at work that I don't always have access to. I have projects that I could do here at home anytime. And it adds, it's a pile. And I try to hit them. I try to attack a couple when I can. But it's tough running the channel. I'm not making excuses. I only have so much time in life, and you do as best you can. Wife wants to go to Pensacola to see friends for spring break. We are live. Spring break knives gone wild. If you would like beads, you just have to flash your knives. Show me your knives. Wow, it's getting crazy in here. Spring break, huh? Wow. I guess I'm going on spring break. I'm going to Texas. Blade Show, Texas. Yeah. Who watched my videos from last year? What critiques do you have? What would you like to see me do this year? What would be better? What do I need to repeat? I'm not making excuses, is what people who are making excuses say. It's not an excuse. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. What are the things though? What was the exciting stuff that you enjoyed? What do I need to go look at? I didn't really go look at the case booth last year, and I can guarantee you with the 3 cases that I have here and the 2 or 3 other ones, I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 case knives, 6 case knives. I bet I have 7. I could be wrong. But yeah, starting to get that case collection going up. I love the muskrat. This one's fun. This is probably the biggest case I have. I need more knives from case that are large like this. I have a big hand. These little 5th pocket ones are nice, but getting a couple more that have a little more substantial size, or a couple more that have 2 blades that are the exact same. How could you not have a muskrat with a twin dueling Fwapachow, right? So I'll definitely go to the case booth this year, talk to them, check out the new stuff there. Definitely some of the other booths that I want to go to. What is it, Bradford? Anybody have a fixed blade, a Bradford fixed blade? I've been looking at those. What is the name? My brain is not working at the moment. Why did my lower third just kick on? You guys, everybody saw that, right? Here, I'll do it again. I push this button. Lower third. Kenman. Dan Kenman. I didn't hit the button, though. My buttons are doing wackadoodle stuff today, I tell you what. Bradford. Who's got a Bradford? A Guardian. That's the word I'm looking for. The Guardian. Which Guardian should I get? I want to get a Guardian. I've been looking at these for a while. It looks like a nice fixed blade. I have never owned a Bradford before. They do have some slightly different styles, but it is a cool looking fixed blade. Excuse me. I don't know if I like that one as much. I can't remember which one it was. Guardian 6? No, that's too big. So that's definitely the size. Just look at the whole Guardian series. So, does anyone have a Guardian? Do they have anything positive or negative to say about it? That Guardian Warney. I like that. That looks like a nice fixie right there. $250. M390. Micarta on that handle. That's what I'm thinking about. That is what I am thinking about. Or do they have other knives that aren't part of the Guardian series? I don't want a Tonto. I would say either a sheep's foot or just a nice clip. Why won't you let me select? It's kind of like if you want the finger choil, or you want the finger choil on more on the handle, or more towards up on the blade. They are kind of similar. Some of them have a little more pronounced choil. I'm old enough that I don't need a Guardian. I should probably have a Guardian present. Otherwise, I could make poor decisions or high quality decisions about spending my money. Proudly made in Kent, Washington, USA. Bradford Knives. I sort of talked to them. I didn't interview any of them at Blade Show last year, but I did stop by there once, and I do want to do more of an interview / overview of some of their knives. Got to assist the wife with something. Be back soon, says Fook. No worries. Wait, I'm worried. What do I do? What do I do? What should I do? I don't know. All right. Okay. Where else do I need to go? I'm gonna go to Squid Industries. I got to go talk to them at Squid. I did get my first Bally trainer, butterfly knife trainer. Right here, this is the Squid Industries Mako V5. Whoa, got it. And I cut my leg off in the process. Boom, 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 boom. Drop to the floor. There it is. I bet I make funny faces when I'm trying to do this. Ooh. Got it. I need to practice. I need to look at some videos, learn some techniques. I want to continue to work on it. It's fun. Who's got some butterfly knife skills, balisongs? Do you call it balisong? Do you call it butterfly knife? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you have a bunch of them? Do you do it a lot? Are you going to be hanging out at the Squid Industries booth over in the corner? They're all back in the far left corner, and there will be a lot of people there doing it all the time. There will be 14-year-olds spinning them significantly better than I probably ever will be. But I want to swing by there, talk to them a little bit. They were fun. Got some cool stuff. And it's always fun to watch some of those kids flip a few. Another place I'm looking to really, of course, I got to go talk to Ben at NAFS. Talked to Ben for quite a while last year. He's a great guy. NAFS has some cool stuff. I have a Lander and a Lander 2. I'd like to get their fixed blade. What is it? The Lulu. Yeah. Just another one of those knives. Ben also designed the Baby Banter. This is probably one of my favorite minis. The Warncliffe Baby Banter. This thing is great. Boom. Rick's already made his video and is back. How about that? Was it successful? I know sometimes videos go smooth. Sometimes you say it and you're like, man, I said, or I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I like that. That's interesting. I'm very interested. It's interesting. And then you realize, like, man, I said that same word several times. I don't usually make scripts, or I don't make scripts. If I make a script at all, my script is simple notes. You know, M390 titanium.
Rick's Knives became a member.
Rick, welcome to the gas station, my man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Emojis in the chat for our new member, Rick. For the couple of you that can emoji. There's Justin right there. Justin, we're going to Badger Knife Club in Wisconsin, right? You're going to go? I will be continuing on with my mini knife shootout and not so mini knife shootout soon. If you haven't seen those, you need to go to the video and vote on the not so mini knife shootout. Pick your 3 top. Had to finish it before the edible kicked in. It's like a race, like a timed race. Anybody else got a baby banter? And if you have one, do you have the Warncliffe? Because that Warnie, that is, And look, the choke up spot, you can get a full grip. I'm not even grabbing the Edyards on the back there. Pow. Good stuff. Definitely good stuff. It's going to go far on the mini knife shootout. Ooh, I got a story. I was carrying my Concept Rio. Jeez. Her name was Rio. I love this little thing. It's great. We've got G10 and the smallest little chunk of M390 you've ever seen. Just a nice little 1x1 inch chunk of M390. Little front flipper on there. I think these go for, what, 60, 70 bucks? It's a fun little mini. Jeez. Front flipper only. But I had this in my pocket. It's never happened to me before. It was a first. But what happens is I do these in this fifth pocket like that. Right? So I've got a little bit of that. I can take it out, open it, and then drop it back in that pocket. What's up, laid off Pete? It's just got that little bit sticking out, right? And then I can put my phone in this pocket. I can put my other knife over here. So I'll have one right there. And then I usually will have this one in the last spot right there. So I've got an extra one there. But boom, take that out, as you can see, and then drop it right back in there. And it goes down far enough that it's like, whatever. Somehow, doing this type of action or movement, it did this and fell out. And I lost this. At the post office. I left work on my lunch break. I went to the post office, I ran in, I mailed something, I got back in my car, I went to Culver's drive-through. I went through the drive-through, then I sat in my car and I ate my Culver's, and then I went back to work. Got back to work, reached in my pocket, this was not there. And I was like, heart attack. And then I instantly reached over in my other pocket and I was like, okay, my Tuckamore, I had my Tuckamore in the other pocket. I was like, oh my God, if I lost a $170 Tuckamore, I'd be quite sad. Losing this was quite sad. I was like, oh man, for 70 bucks, 60 bucks, I want to buy another one. It's a really fun little fifth pocket knife. And I was like, well, it's not in my car. I dug through my car. It was not in my car. It was not in the spot walking from my car into the building and not in the building. So it was like the only place it could be is when I got out of my car, in the parking lot, at the post office, or in the post office. And that's it. And so I left. I went back. I drove to the post office, which was like a 2-minute drive. Went back to the post office. Got out, looked on the ground in the parking lot, didn't see it. Walked inside, walked up, I noticed that there's 4 or 5 people in line. I bypassed the line, went beeline straight for the guy that helped me. And I think, they recognize me. I go in there and I mail stuff. I've kind of started to build a little relationship with them. Not that we know each other by first names or whatever, but I walked right up to them, and I think they recognized that they knew I was there not too long ago. And I was like, did anybody happen to pick up or drop? And as soon as I said that, the dude turned around and he started walking back to grab something. And I was like, yes. And he's like, what color is it? And I'm like, orange with like a gray string, like lanyard on it. And he was like, here you go. And I'm like, dude, bro. So I don't know how it somehow fell out of my pocket on the floor. And then I was lucky enough that somebody picked it up and handed it to them. And then they had it. So then I went and I got it back. Got my Concept Rio still. No sad face. Clean shaven Dan in the building. I don't do a lot of editing in my videos anymore. I just freeball it. Rick, that's my style. I edit the videos that require editing via clips. So like if I do like the shipwreck video. I'll start off the intro. All right, we're going to shipwreck this today. And then I will cut. And then I will edit the tear down so that I can then time lapse the tear down rather than you watching me take it apart for 3 or 4 minutes. That takes 20 seconds. And then the next clip will be like, all right, now we're tore down. Let's put it in the shipwreck thing. And then the next clip will be a time lapse putting it back together and then the final thoughts. And so then I'll have to take those clips and put them together into one video. So I've been doing those edits. And I like doing that, but I'd prefer I like to just hit record, film the whole thing, and then just upload it raw, just like that, call it a day. Add a nice thumbnail, whatever it is, and that's the way I like to do it. I just like to freestyle. I'll get my notes. The only notes would be blade style, blade shape, or blade material, scale material, origin, maybe a couple little teeny notes that I'll have, and then I just go. And that's definitely the way I prefer it. Laid Off Pete says, Kaiser Bugai 3V on Amazon, $43, and the TI Frag S35 original Kaiser for $69 on Amazon. Those are great deals. Check them out. Laid Off Pete throwing them out. Kaiser Bugai 3V for $43, or the TI Frag S35 original. Those are both great knives. I have an original that I got from Jimmy Crow, and I have a Bugai. They almost are similar styles. Here we are. Here is my Bugai 154 CM. And the micarta, the classic micarta from Kaiser. I love it. Feels good in the hand. This thing flicks out nice. Look at this nice drop. That's fun. The Bugai does not get a lot of love from me. Not that I don't love it. It's another one of those knives that sits on the shelf that doesn't get out as often as it should. But it is a cool one. It's fun. Bugai 3V for $43 is a good deal. And here's my Kaiser original XL. Is that Frag Titanium Kaiser? Is it the XL or is it just the original? Actually, let's look at the difference. I have a Serape. This is the original, and then the original XL. So you can see the XL's just a little bit bigger. Great button lock though. Flicks out nice. Good feel in the hand. The only thing that isn't as cool about the original, or the only thing cooler than the original, is the original XL. Just a little bit bigger. Oh. Same action though, same great feel. This one's got that awesome micarta. Got this one from Jimmy Crow. I'm going to do a little customization to it. Not really sure. What do you think I should do? Dye the scales what color? Maybe do an acid etch on that blade. Comment. Let me know what you think. But the original, it's just a solid user. 154 CM on the blade. Quality stuff right there. I think it was the XL. It's a good deal, but I passed on it. There's so many good deals all the time that I pass on regularly. It's painful. I have a guide next to me just in case I start going off. Start going rogue. Just have a little guide. Go back to the guide. Refer to the guide. That's fun. Original XL titanium frag and S35 VN for $69 with Prime. And it's the frag titanium. Is that still going on? That actually is a pretty good deal. Wow. Do I want to buy that? I kind of want to. kind of want to buy that. I kind of want to buy that. Another 70 bucks. Ugh. What other knives should I buy? Here's that, the SOG. What was it called again? I don't remember. The SOG, Proponent, Tonant. It's a nice little, multi-tool. I don't mind it. Not a big multi-tool carrying around kind of a guy. But it's interesting. Kind of glad. Power pint. Thank you, Marco. The power pint. Not a huge fan of the way that the tools, the accessibility of the tools, it's kind of hard to get to some of them. And so those middle ones, I can't really get them out. You almost basically have to take the first one out and the second one out to then get to the third. So now to get the third out, you got to put the first two back. So it's kind of not the greatest thing. And then they all do lock out. So boom, now it's locked out. But in order to push that lock, you now have to do this, get past the, so you have to open this enough so that you can get around and right in here behind the pliers to loosen that lock to close it. So it's kind of annoying that you have to get around there to get to it. Sencut Glide Strike to play with mods, 40 bucks. I had a Glide Strike. Who did I sent the Glide Strike to Mad Yako. Mad Yako did some hanks for me. This is one of them right here, Mad Yako on YouTube. But he made a few hanks for me. And then I sent him the Sencut Glide Strike as a gift. I did the mod. I just dyed the handle a nice blue. But that Glide Strike is a fun one. I emailed you, brother. Oh, Rick. Tom emailed Rick. I'm going to say, I can't wait to read it, Tom. But it looks like I won't be. The measurement on here is kind of weird because it's like a ruler when it's open like this. So it's like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I was kind of confused by that. Some of the black stuff was chipped off a little bit right away and was kind of coming off in my hands right when I got it. But this power pint is inexpensive. It's not a bad little tool. Nice little backup to have in a pack because it is fairly small. Doesn't take up a lot of that space. I can do this with it. I mean, if I need to use the pliers around the table, I use the Knipex. Of course, I've got one of these, but these work great. That lock right there, it locks it into a position, and then you can get that exact grip around whatever it is you need to without, like, it kind of locks it into that position so you can make it the exact size you want it for that use that you're about to do, and then you can get in there and it just has a nice hold, nice grip, nice feel. Not something that I EDC or carry or put in a pack and bring. This is just kind of sits on my table, becomes my regular kind of pliers and grabber for doing some stuff around on the table at home. Maybe if I go camping or something, I throw it in a pack. But this would be one that I could put in a little bag or something and bring with me for those little mini trips or whatever. Where did that one go now? Or did I drop that in my pocket? Hey Kenman, what is my email? I don't actually have a good email right now, but if you have Instagram, you can message me on Instagram. That's kind of the way I'm doing it at the moment. Let me pop my link up here for you. Of course, this isn't working for me. Why must I struggle? Yeah. There it is. Paste. So that link should work. Let me check it. Yep, it does. If you use that link, that'll bring you to my Instagram, and then you can send me a message there. And I would be happy to get back to you right away. I don't know if you necessarily need one. I think you might be able to, or do you have to have one in order to send me a message? You can make a burner one. No cell phone either. Jeez. Staying off grid. Just make a generic one. You don't have to, you can. Yeah, I'm getting close to you too, Tom, but we kind of almost have to up with the times a little bit. But you could make a fake one real easy, and you could message me on there. Or leave me a note on one of my videos on the YouTubes here. Just pick one of my videos or my shorts or whatever, and you can leave me a message, and we can start talking about some stuff. Or you can ask me stuff here. For sure. This one's going out to Waylon. Waylon won this one for the 7K giveaway. Still got a little oil buildup on there that I got to kind of... Pretty happy with the turnout. So on the 7K giveaway, I gave away 7 different knives and little care packages. And the one that Waylon won was this Artisan Cutlery Arroyo with a full custom. So this was just standard steel, like colored like that, like glossy. And then what's the stupid word? Jade on the handle. So we did the fade dye with the yellow to red like he wanted, and then I acid etched the blade and the liners and the clip. I just haven't put the clip on. I wasn't sure which clip. Yeah, give me your email on one of my vids, Tom, and then I can email you. My main email, I don't usually just give it out or post it so that it doesn't go too crazy. But Tom, you can leave me a message with your email, and I will email you from my Gmail, and we can talk. But yeah, this is now going out to Waylon, all finished up, turned out good. Actually intrigued by the acid etch on this one because the maker's mark and the logos and stuff, see how they look nice and shiny still? Versus I've done a few others like this Ozark Trail. Did the laser mark snowflakes on there, that's fun. But if you look here, that's where it used to say Ozark Grail. And see how it's like almost complete, you can kind of see the mountain still. But it pretty much completely covered up all the text, you can't even see it. Another acid etch I did, which is somewhere nearby. Here it is. This one, there was some writing on the blade and it is completely gone. You can't see it anymore. I made that little false Simone pattern on this one. Turned out really good. And where was that other one? I think maybe this one is still on there. Or this one here, this send cut, you can see it just made it really dark. So look at how dark that send cut is. But for some reason on the Artisan Cutlery one, it just worked. Hit me up, Laid Off Pete. If you sent it to that email's kind of shot. I haven't been using it, so I didn't get it. But you can send it to me on my Instagram or on Discord. Either one of those. I did work on a couple. I think, yeah, you're right. It is the Olatan's G46. This one here with the nice Tonto. This is a fun little knife. And plus that little custom job. Tell me that doesn't look super cool. But yeah, Pete, just go ahead and message me on Discord or Instagram, if you want to send some of those Sagaya patterns. I started actually working on a couple as well. It's going to take a little time to figure it out and dial it into the laser mark. But I did start working on it a little bit. But if you have one that's a specific Sagaya pattern, message it to me and we will see which one we can dial in and get to work. I have a crap ton. Send them off. What's up, Help with Gadgets? How are you today? Hoping to get it back by 2027. Maybe. Maybe. If you say 2028, I can say yes for sure. 2027. 2026. Oh, that's brutal. Absolutely. Whoops. Where are we going here? This is not... It's sending me all in circles today. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. But yeah, message me those. I'd love to see some of them. And we can start dialing that in. Tenable. I haven't posted any of these in a long time. Okay, done deal, 2028. You guys want to use some of my links? I haven't gotten anyone to use any links in a while. I don't push them too much. Here's my Tenable Knives affiliate link. Let's go. Share sale. Click. And baboosh. The new Tenable Fenrir. Let's check them out. So they're all button locks. Ooh, that frag. I'm thinking it's going to be the frag. Jade and aluminum. That one's kind of cool with the rose gold. Oh, and this one, yeah, it's, oh, of course it's sold out. You son of a bitch. This is the one I think I want. Sold out. I don't want to settle. That's G10. Oh, I was going to say that looks like aluminum or steel. So they're all sold out. Sold out, sold out. Of course, the jade one is the only one not sold out. See if they've got any of those when I go to Texas. Yeah, it must have been when Fook Doozle was stepped away. But he is back. He's back. All right. Coming soon from Tenable. Isn't this the shard? Yeah, the Tenable shard. Ooh. I was looking at the shard, the concept shard, but the Tenable... Is the concept one a crossbar lock too? Kind of falling off the crossbar lock game for now. Like, I want more knives, but I just don't, everyone I see seems to be crossbar lock. It's like, I'm looking for and I'm going to probably end up buying a crossbar lock. Tenable shard. That's the only coming soons. Ah, see, this is what's up right here. Places like, God, my brain, my God. You know, Kubi. You ever been to Kubi's website? You go and you start looking at collections, they don't have this. It's like they have 2 pages of the anomaly and then a page and a half of the bomber and like every single color, and it's like annoying because you got to go through 30 pages to see everything versus this is what's up. Websites. Tenable is newer. Look at what they are doing. Upset that they got rid of the flipper on the budget shard. Yeah. But this is what's up right here. All of their collections, like, look at this. And then you pick one. You're like, okay, I want to look at the Fermis. And then you hit Fermi, and now here's all the Fermis. That is the way you do a website. Catch you later, Wheezy. Thanks for hanging out. This is what's up. Because navigating through those other websites, it's just so much of a hassle. Like, you just want to see the models they have. Here are the models that we've got. Then you can go into that model and then look at more detail. That's what's up. This is awesome. Why can't more companies do it like that? I want a quick page just showing the models, and then I can go into the models. Look at this Calibri. I think I need one of these. 4.34 blade? No way. What? How long is it overall? 9.89. It's almost 10-inch. Hallelujah. Oh my God. What? I need one of these. Anybody have one? Clip can't be swapped. Lanyard hole you can drive a car through. Oh man. I kind of like the rays, the lined rays on the slender sheep's foot made from Nitro V. Are they all Nitro V? Anybody got one of those? That's what she said. Have a good evening, Rick. Thank you for hanging out with us. I think this year's companies will stray away from 3+ deployment methods on knives, and I predict a trend in only single and double types of deployments. None of these 3+. I hear you, because sometimes you don't need all of them. If you got a good flipper, you can live it with the flipper. If you got a good thumb stud, you don't really need the flipper. But it's like, oh, but it should have thumb studs, a hole, a flipper, and a front flipper all on it together. Not as necessary. So laid off Pete, I would agree with you that in that we might start getting some more simple kind of designs. Dude, this Calibri is pretty cool. That's red? Almost has a rusty kind of look to it. I like. I've seen the concept one. They are nice. I want at least 8 types of openings. You go, Fook. You go. God, I never even ate all these. My little snack. Brought to you by Little Bites. Huh. I thought there was another one. Oh yeah, the Wraith. I want to get a Wraith too. Don't take away my fidget factor. Who was telling me they have a Wraith? Was that you, Justin, or was that somebody else? White and black G10. That looks cool. But I do like this green micarta. That's a beefy boy. Opinions on the Lucio Fixie. I like the way the blade's kind of forward. You know, it's like down here. I can dig it. Which one would I get? I'd get this one. Popular right now. Selling fast. Grab yours while you can. Not me. So it wasn't you, Justin. 8.23, 3.8 on the blade. Flat kind, 14C. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's actually pretty sweet. $50. I like the way these cutouts look like they're probably nice. It probably feels good in the hand. That harpoon way out there. It's pretty rad. I'm on board. I need to hit up Tenable again. I don't know I think what they did is they gave me like a discount, so I could buy a couple with a discount to use for a review. So it's like I didn't get them for free, but I got like half price or something like that. I think I want to get a Wraith for sure. Maybe one of those Lucios and a Fermi and a Fenrir. Well, shit, and the Colibri. The bomber is nice. I got to handle Mr. Eddie's actual bomber that this was modeled off of, the Midgard's Messer. But now you can get yourself a bomber for $68. It's kind of a fun. It's a weird one, but I remember it feels great in your hand. You got it in the hand, it just feels really good. Planning on a concept Havern. Talk to the designer. He is awesome. How come they don't say Havern? Oh, because we're not at concept. We're at Tenable, you idiot. 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 It's fine though. We're all gonna live. But the Wraith and the Colibri are definitely winners. Alright, let's go to, there it is, watching the behind the scenes here. And we're going to go up here to my chat. Boosh. There is the link to my Kaiser affiliates. I'm assuming everyone's already seen these new Kaisers that just came out. Come on. Bring me back. One more. There they are. New arrivals. The tomb is pretty neat. The little rhino, I like the shape of this cleaver. Very cool. I like the shape of the new the bamboo. But the tomb is interesting because they skeletonized the liner. If you haven't seen this yet, they literally skeletonized the liner. There it is. You can see it looks like a skeleton. So the tomb is in the shape of a coffin, and then the cutouts on the liner are in the shape of a skeleton. So it looks like there is a skeleton inside. They don't even have a good picture. They have a great picture on their Instagram. You can see it a little bit here, but the blade is out. When the blade is closed, it's when it's out. We'll just go to the old Insta. The bamboo is dumb. There's no wood. It's not what I want. I know they have a picture in here. Nope. Why you gotta be like this? I know they have a picture. I saw it. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Well, they have posts. I know they have posts where there's multiple pictures in the post, but none of these are multiples. Where do those go? I know they posted one that shows the skeleton really well, but I guess they don't want us to see it. It's an interesting one. It's bamboo and name only. Yeah, it's because it's cool and it's got that kind of bumps on it to give it that kind of bamboo feel. Front flipper only. It reminds me, what was mine that's kind of the bamboo? Whoops. You have too many knives in too many places. Yeah. There it is. The Concept BTF. Kind of has that bamboo kind of look feel to it. It's got that really nice Tonto and the thumb disc that I am actually really a fan of. Wasn't as much, but it is great. It feels so good in the hand. This thing works like a champ. This is a premium one too. I didn't even realize when maybe I did when I originally bought it, but it's S35 VN and the G10 with that on there. But it's got just as smooth. Snaps out nice. Drop shutty. Flicks out real easy. This is a fun one. Also not bamboo. But they don't call it the bamboo. But I know that they're kind of trying to do that same kind of style where they give it that texture to kind of feel like a chunk of bamboo. Which is what they're doing with the Kaiser bamboo. $60. Not too many choices though either. Just this micarta that I'm not a fan of. I don't really like the horizontal lines or whatever like that. I would have to get the green one or the yellow one. Bamboo fence pattern scale. Bamboo trunk pattern scale. Huh. Where's the bamboo? You would think that would be like a no-brainer. The thumb disc looks like it would get in the way for sharpening. It's not as wide as the handle. It's narrower than the handle. So it should be, I would say, you'd be coming in, maybe. If you got a rail system or it's pinch and grabbing right there, you might be able to get into it right there. I don't know. I was not a fan of thumb discs. I think it's because I remember thumb discs from 20 years ago and they're garbage. Who sharpens the handle? Yeah, okay, fine. You know what I'm getting at. Come in at this angle here. Yeah. Who sharpened one of these with a larger system? And did it get in the way? And don't you, I sharpen all my handles. Why wouldn't you? Dude, I'm starving right now. What am I going to eat for dinner? Anybody order a little rhino? It's got some texture on the handle. I really like this. What are they calling that? Burlap micarta. Cool shape. I think if this was bigger, I would really like it. And like, oh, it's plenty big. No, it's only 7 inches. 2.72 inches on the blade. 6.89 overall. So, yeah, that is not... I mean, it's big enough. Get a full grip with the ring. But, yeah, you make this a 9-inch blade. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You make that a 9-inch blade, and I'll be picking that up for no doubt. And I'll tell you what. Yeah, why did the pyrite light cut my palm? Because I sharpened the handle. You got me. You got me. Why am I sharpening the handle? Because I can. Boom. Boom. Who don't love it? Momo. Give me some Momo. Momo action, bro. This thing is rad. I need to come up with the design for my other one, the one that Dave gave me. I'm going to do the topography map on there. I kind of started looking at the topography of one of the lakes we were on for the fishing trip where he gave it to me. I think that'll be a good combo. But the black Momo, not this one. Can't do it to that one with the micarta. But I can do it to this one with the black aluminum. My aluminum laser mark setting is right here. This is a blue aluminum. And I can get a really nice white setting on aluminum. So I can laser mark that white on here. So imagine a topography map, kind of like on this CRKT package, these little lines. The little depth topography lines. So imagine the lines in white on this section. So from the bolster down, this whole black section will have white topography lines all over it. I bought a Momo and it got lost in the mail. Now I have a Momo FOMO. Boom. I love the Momo. I wanted one. I knew I was going to enjoy it. Didn't pick it up. And then I got the mini Momo. And as soon as I had the mini Momo in my hand, I was like, yeah, I need that big one. And that was right when they were coming out with the new ones. So then this one released. This is the Amazon exclusive 14C28N aluminum and micarta. This is the original OG 154CM and aluminum. Dude, dueling Momos. Hello. Watch out. Boosh. Momo. Mo. Kaiser is not going to be at Blade Show, Texas. I was telling him I need to represent. Maybe I'll show up at Blade Show, Texas with a Kaiser t-shirt. I need to get me a Kaiser t-shirt, though. I should tell Kaiser, hey, you guys, you want me to rep you? I will wear one of your shirts if you send it to me. Or if they, I don't even know if they have shirts, but if they did, $20, I'll buy a shirt. Repping it at Blade Show, Texas, right? Let's look. What? Shot. So they don't have any clothing. Folding, fixed, exclusive, carrying, tactical, camping. When I typed shirt, it only showed me the shot. It looks like they don't even have any clothes available. I need to get a muskrat. I really want a muskrat. Yeah, they don't have clothing. The pry axe? What? $70? Holy moly. Siren. Yeah, no t-shirts. Or hats or anything. You'd think they'd have some merch. This is just going to be all knives. Yeah, it looks like they have no camping outdoors. It's going to be just knives. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm going to have to message them. Chat go quiet, or is it frozen on my end? I think it just went quiet, Fook. What do we got? We got 22 people in here. It's kind of a chill evening. Chat's been a little quiet, which is fine. D's in the chat. How many people are actually here or just lurking? Put a D in the chat and we'll just see how many people are actually still here. Or if we just got 20 people lurking, it's just me and Fook sitting here chatting. Which is fine. It goes quiet regularly though. My live streams on Thursdays generally don't get too crazy. I usually only get a few hundred views. Have 20, 30, 40 people on at a time. It's pretty average. Versus my vertical lives could be 8 to 20,000 views. I used my keychain pry yesterday for the first time. Alex! I still have not used the alt pry. Pushing 60 some days, still haven't carried it. Still haven't had a need to use it. J1 Doobie is lurking. Eric's D's laid off piece, chillaxing. Dwayne Letterman is still here. So yeah, everybody's kind of lurking and hanging out, probably doing some stuff. Listening and chilling. Yeah, Steve, I do the same thing. When I'm at work, often I'll put a live stream on and be able to listen and chime in every once in a while, but more often than not, it's kind of just listening to the chat, or not listening to the chat, but listening to the live as it goes. I get it. I mean, I'm not upset. I'm happy. We're doing it. My stomach's not very happy. It's kind of hungry. It says, feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. The only reason I don't use my Arcform Pry Bar more is that it's freaking long and could stab you if not pocketed well. This? I don't know, I guess in one of my pockets it fits in there nicely. I missed it. I caught it and it pulled it away a little bit, so now it's kind of bent out and it doesn't sit tight in my pocket as much anymore, and I need to find a way to squeeze this so that it'll pinch this down tighter. Problem is, I've had that situation before. If you go like that and then you try to squeeze, it ends up pushing here and then warping it up even higher of a ramp. So it's like almost have to bend it out so that you can bend it from back here to get it in so that this part gets nice and tight. Because now it's just a little bit loose in my pocket, and I'm worried that I'm gonna go like that, it's gonna fall out. Steve says it's a good stream. Solid stream. Clean stream. Not very yellow. This is a really dark yellow stream. Probably need a little more water. I have the Vero Fulcrum. Excellent. How are you liking it? Do you use it? I have a few pry bars, never really used them. I've been carrying that art form though, waiting for that moment that it becomes required. More often than not, I can just use my knife and make a cut. But I'm waiting for there's going to be something. There's going to be a staple. There's going to be two pieces of something that are stuck together that need to get pried apart. I have not needed it yet. We're on like almost 70 days of carrying this thing around. It's cool. It feels nice. I would love to have a reason, an actual need to use it, but I have yet to. So we'll see. If I go 365 days without using it, then do I stop carrying it? Because if I stop carrying it, then that next day will be the day it will be required, right? If you're using yours once a week, though, that holds it to a solid reason to carry it every day. I've been carrying this thing every day, other than just going like this and then putting it back away. That's about it. I'm a regular pry bar user. Sometimes a dozen times a week, other times not for a month. That's pretty regular, yeah. I would use it. I could use this to open some boxes and stuff. Just go whoosh. But the thing is if that was the case, then I generally would already have had a knife on me. And if I already had a knife on me, then I wouldn't need this for that particular task. I would just be using it for that task just to make the excuse to use it. Versus if I wasn't someone who carried a knife all the time, then it would become, oh, well, I don't have a knife. That could be my knife. And someone could carry this instead of a knife and use that for their corners, for opening boxes, tearing some stuff, cutting some thin tape or whatever, cardboard. This would work good ripping and tearing like that. Wouldn't be able to use it as much for like actual making a cut, like cutting a piece of rope or something. So that will keep me in the wanting to carry a knife, even though I'm going to carry a knife anyway. I have a bunch of Tucson pry bars. Never used them or had a need to use them. I got this pry bar too. I did this one. This is just basically my titanium anodizing marker. Is that the dog poop pry bar? Do they make a dog poop pry bar? I mean, I've got the poop knife. Gotta have the poop knife. But I didn't know there was a dog poop pry bar. I might need to get one. But yeah, this one is so I can show off colors of laser marking, anodizing titanium. That's your spectrum, lowest bronze, blue to silver to yellow and gold to magenta to the other shades of blue and green. Green is the last one on the spectrum. Fun stuff. Oh my God. I have the same Skull gas station knife. You have this one? D-metal? No! My TV just fried out again. You have this one? Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep. I probably need to pick that one up. You always think of dog poop when you use your pry bar. Yeah, Stacy. Now this thing is stupid though, huh? Boosh. If they made a $200 version, I would consider it. Consider it. I consider a lot of things. Actually getting them? Who knows? Kenman, I have a knife to send you. I gotta get your info. Are you not on, are you on Instagram, Fook? Well, what were we messaging each other on, Fook? Was that my email that no longer exists, or do you have my Instagram? Or can you message me on that, or can you message me on what were we messaging on when I sent you some stuff? Was that only on our email? Might be time to start a gas station collection, Brian. Dude, you should. Stacy got hers at a gun show from a young man who wanted to trade her for a knife, so he did. Nice. Yeah, Fook, hit me up on Instagram. I'll be glad to check it out. Sounds fun. And as far as you may be time to start a gas station collection, Brian, well, let me push you over the edge. You can get stuff like this, right? You can get something like this. The old Zelda. All of your quality gas station knives will have this right here, the assisted opening. So you got your sweet looking Zelda with speed holes in the blade, right? Gas station knives, dare to be bold. We've got the camp or the hunter enthusiast gas station knife, complete with pheasants and lab, and wooden gapped holes in the blade, gorgeous gold, flick out silliness. That's a hollow grind. Boom. All right? And if you don't like that, Stacy likes patriotic gas station knives. I need to get one that's more patriotic. I need one now. Come to think of it. We've got this oily metallic dragon scale. Solid assisted opening. But look at those dragon scales go out onto the blade. Oh yeah. Gas station quality, no doubt. That's not your style? Just go straight into the bomb, baby. Dropping bombs. Tac force, yo. Dude, the bomb actually feels good. Silly enough. Ooh. That blade got loose. That does happen. Got a little wandering. Yep, that's better. Boom. Tac force bomb. Yeah, I mean, then you can get into whoosh, craziness. What in the hell is that? Where did that come from? I don't even know what kind of... That is like some schmutz.
Got some sticky on there, I tell you is what, I don't know.
That's like someone put a sticker on there. That is like really... How in the hell? I mean, it's within That doesn't even make sense. That's almost like I opened it, stuck it on something. Well, I guess we're going to clean that one off in a little while. But yeah, check that out. Is this a hatchet? Is this a knife? Is this a what? It's cool, I'll tell you that. Nothing says patriotic that like a cheap Chinese knife. Ha! Designed in America, made in China. USA design. We have a mermaid. I mean, look at the dolphins, the raccoon butterfly, the yellow tang. That is an oceanic scene to behold, the beauty that is gas station knives. I'm into them. My collection has been growing regularly, which is silly. I think this one falls under the gas station knife as well. Would this be considered? What do you guys think? Would you call this, this one fall under the gas station? I think it should. It's crazy. Come on. Boom. USA design. Kind of falls in the category. Of course, you got this one. 1 blade, 2 blade, 3 blade, 4. The 4-bladed gas station spinning knife of destruction. That's what's up. Call me crazy. Maybe we could just make it a 2. Make it a twofer. But, I mean, why not? Just 4 bang. Bada boosh. I need to get it on a drill. Straight out of a horror movie. Quality stuff right there. So my gas station pile is growing. I've been enjoying it. They're definitely not ones that I'll really ever carry. They're just ones that I think are fun. I like to see something like this and just kind of open it up at home, hang out, do this a few times, set her back down. And that is the joy I get out of these. Maybe if I was going to a party or something and I wanted to show off a silliness or something like that, I might bring something like this. Depending on the company that you keep, you know, some places they'll be like, what is that garbage? And then they'll say, oh yeah, I like that Tenable, that thing is nice. But I have a lot of friends that aren't really into knives where I could bring this and they would be like, dude, that is the sickest thing, what is that all about? Tell me more, you know, because they aren't exposed to some of the amazing qualities like a Momo, right? Or a Hawk. DLC M390, baby. Oh. I actually need to find one of those gas stations that actually sells knives and pick up one from a gas station. People are like saying I cheat. It's like you didn't get that at a gas station. But it falls under the category. Gas station knives are now available at other places than gas stations, but I still think they fall under the category of gas station knife. Snap Echo technology. Ta-dink. Boom. It's just fun. You could sit here at home. Oh my God. Even when I fail, it's fun. God, that's something. It's just one of those things. It's so, you can see when I go like this, as soon as my thumb's out of the way, it just drops. And if you have it vertical, whoosh, it just comes slamming down. So as a lefty, you go like that, and as soon as I swing it around, it's just ready to rip. So that's why sometimes you get the double clutch action like that. Because you got to be careful as a lefty, because man, otherwise it's going to come shooting around, catch you on the back of the thumb. I've cut myself right there a couple of times on some knives where they just, when there's nothing in the way, trying to see if I have one where there's something where there's just nothing in the way, you know, and you go like that, see, then it just drops. And so in my right hand, I go like that, and it catches my thumbnail, you know, so you can just boom, let it drop onto your thumb. But if I do that with my right, it's going to go boom, you know, potentially catch you right there. I need a good whole front flip knife to try. A whole and a front flipper? Because the combo, I'm looking at a lot of front flippers I have, and they don't necessarily have a hole. Concept Fenrir, but you can't get the cheap Fenrir. You actually have to get the Fenrir to get the front flipper. Front flipper with the hole. Oh, there's one. That might be a good one to recommend. Let me see if I can see anything else. And there's that. Okay, we are styling. First one I found that I thought would be good is the CJRB Echo. Alex. CJRB Echo is a button lock. So it's very similar to the Pyrite. You got a nice button lock, opens and closes easy, flicks out with the hole real nice, thumbs out with the hole. But it also has this front flipper that you can top flip really easy, flip with your thumb. But look at that front. It's just so, you can easily just roll it right over without even trying. Just boom. It flips up really simple. So Alex, I would almost say one of my top ones, front flipper with a hole, CJRB Echo, 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 Echo. It flicks out great, thumbs out good, front flipper, index finger flip. CJRB Echo is a fantastic choice. And it's not expensive. The Echo, this is a premium titanium Echo, and I think it was 70, 75 bucks. I think the stainless version is around 40 or 45 or whatever. Awesome knife, ARRPM 9 on the blade steel. The Kaiser Milita has a front flipper that you can also index front flip. And it has a hole, flicking hole. Thumbs out good. Flicks out easy. Front flipper with your thumb, no problem. Front flipper with your index finger, piece of cake. And it's a Milita. Milita is awesome. If you think the Milita is a little too big, get the mini Milita. Same front flipper action, same flick outs, thumb, boom, thumb front flip, and then that index, boom. Kaiser Milita or mini Milita, another great front flipper with the whole combo. I'm sure I might have a couple of more. Sure. Kubi Royal. Yeah, D Metal says Kubi Royal is a good one. I don't have my Kubi Royal anymore. I customized it and then sold it. So it is no longer in my possession. I'm looking at my rack real quick here. Front flipper with the hole. Yeah. There's one more. Two more. Three more. I found three more front flipper holes. We have the Kaiser Cobalt. Flicks out nice. Thumbs out. No problem. Flick. Front flipper. Indexed. Front flipper thumb. Boom. Kaiser Cobalt. This is a bigger one. Fun stuff. Boom. Kaiser Cobalt. You can also get this in a black aluminum and 3V. That's 154 in micarta. Here's the Kaiser Hiccup. Button lock. Hole for flicking out. Thumb out. Open with the button. Front flipper. Oh my God. Epic fail on that front flipper every time. Wow. I really suck with my Hiccup. Kaiser Hiccup. Then we have the Kaiser Dogfish. Another one with the flick out button lock. Wow. Boom. 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 This has a rear flip as well as the front flip. Thumb, index over the top. Vosti Thunderbird says Fook Doozle. Kaiser Cormorant is actually a fantastic hole front flipper. Mini Cobalt. Ooh. Mini Cobalt would be cool. It's completely unnecessary, but the Cobalt is a great knife. And it is a beefy boy. So a mini would probably be cool. For sure. Sold my SIG X Macro handgun to buy a TS Prof. Am I crazy? No. I would assume you probably have a couple more. Probably didn't sell your only one. D Metal has a Kaiser Cormorant as well. I've been meaning to get a Cormorant for a while. Another one on the list. Just haven't really pulled that trigger for it. Ugh, the Cobalt, bro. I do have dueling Cobalts. There you go. So this is 3V aluminum. This is 154 in micarta. It was the brown micarta, and I did the dye to give it that kind of red shade. Boom. Fun stuff. Who doesn't like dual wielding? Good deal on the TI Cormorant right now. Thomas, where's that deal at? Let us know. Had 3 Cormorants, sold the titanium one to correct your overspending. I know how that works. I probably should sell a few to correct my overspending. Got 3 others in the safe. Exactly, Aaron. So you're fine. You're fine. You got rid of one, probably your least favorite, and now you still have several more, and you also have the new TS Prof. Sounds like you made a good decision. I will accept and submit that it was a quality decision. I would like myself a TS Prof, but I don't need to sharpen all that often, and when I sharpen, I'm doing it more frequently with less cuts being made, so it's basically just honing, kind of touching up edges is all I really ever need to do. I don't let a knife go a really long time without getting touched up, so generally it doesn't need very much. Also, I carry a different knife like every single day for 20-30 days in a row before I carry the same knife again. So if I only make 5-10 cuts that day, don't carry it for a month, it's still going to be pretty much mint. And I can just go in there and just do a light touch up on the edge, and it's right back to where it needs to be. So as far as like reprofiling or spending any amount of time working on a blade, it's just not as necessary for me, the way that I might carry style and the amount of cuts that I need to make. Thank you for making me feel better. Aaron, I think you made a great, you should be happy with it. You're going to be able to make some really, really sharp edges now. And before you know it, you'll have saved up a couple bucks and you'll end up buying something else or getting more toys for the collection. I think it was a good choice. Like when I bought this S90V Hectare. I love this knife. This is a great knife. Right out of Russell's hand at CJRB at Blade Show, Texas. S90V on the blade. I mean, come on. The only thing I can say about this is it's a fingerprint magnet. Boom. Look at that mark. It just leaves prints. That's the one thing as far as this type of a finish where it just leaves the fingerprints so easy. I'm not as much of a fan of that, but that doesn't mean I won't buy it or use it. It's fine. It's kind of one of those things you're like, I always kind of want to wipe it off, try to make it look clean again, versus a really nice stone wash, like this. I can sit there and touch this all day long and try to make marks on it, and it just looks pretty much clean all the time. It just has a nice finish. Do you use a strop? Trying to figure out where to get a good one and what compound to use. If anyone has any suggestions on that for Alex, let us know. I do have a strop on. I want to get a bigger one. I just never did. And then I ended up picking up a little Worksharp Pro, and that one has a strop on it. And since I only do touch-ups, this little Worksharp Pro field sharpener is awesome. It's got the 200 on one side, the 600 on the other. You don't even need the 200 grit. You can use this 600 grit side, just a couple of passes on the even finer ceramic rod, and then it has a leather strap on the back. Couple swipes on the strap, and this bad boy right here is done. I can keep my edges really nice just by using a little bit on that. Aaron says Amazon Beavercraft strap. Yeah, Aaron, if you never carried it, then it's kind of sitting there. And I have a lot of things that I own that just kind of sit here that I don't really use, and I love them. But sometimes those are the things you pass on, pick up something new. Worksharp field sharpener is all you need. Yeah, especially if you're maintaining your edge on a regular basis. If you are checking that edge and staying on top of it and just touching it up regularly, you don't really need much more than that. It really will keep you solid, keep you good. And then figuring out what side to use for what, smooth or suede. I do want to get a better strop, though. I think that's something I need to pick up soon. $101 TI Cormorant expired February 2nd. Well, at least you got back and you told us. That is a nice knife, though. Smooth for spray compound, rough for sticky compound. Or for stick. If you have a stick compound, you put it on the rough side. The spray compound, you put on the smooth. Kung Fatty listens intently. How's it going, Kung Fatty? I use the Lavoda strap, and I recommend Lucy's Diamond Strap Solution on Blade Bench. Thank you, Steve K. Good little recommendation there. Go to Blade Bench, check it out. Blade Bench, you probably buy a couple knives, a couple used ones, a couple new ones while you're there. It's all good. All good. Well, y'all, it's just about 9. I'm starving. I could go for 2 more minutes and just stretch this out, but I got to go make some dinner. More fun stuff coming in the future. If you ever have any thoughts, inquiries, ideas, stuff for the channel, feel free to contact me on Instagram, KDK4K. Send me a message, comment on the videos, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you do like. Meet up with me in Texas in a couple of weeks. I'm getting excited for it. Lots of stuff, lots of fun stuff. Stay sharp, y'all. Woo! Getting some fresh teeth going on. I got my temporary crown that's going to be swapped out with a real one soon. All good things. Have a great night. North Mountain Blade has a seemingly nice drop. Got one, haven't used it yet though. Have a fantastic night, sir. Have a great night, Dan. Everyone have a good one. Later, guys and gals. Much appreciated to all.